Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Art of Fit Body. Today, we're diving into something super important but often misunderstood: diabetes. We're not just talking about it in the usual avoid sugar, stay healthy kind of way. We're going deep into the science and some surprising facts that might just change how you think about it. Now, diabetes is more than just a disease that impacts how your body processes blood sugar. It's a condition that affects millions of people worldwide, and it's growing fast. According to the World Health Organization, more than 460 million people live with diabetes today, and that number could skyrocket to over 700 million by 2045. Insane, right? But what exactly is diabetes, and why should we care? Let's break it down. All right, so diabetes comes in two main forms: type 1 and type 2. In type 1 diabetes, the body basically attacks its own insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. This means you can't produce insulin on your own, and insulin's job is to help regulate blood sugar. Without insulin, blood sugar levels can go haywire. Type 2 diabetes, on the other hand, is a little more complicated. Your body still makes insulin, but either you're not making enough or your body isn't responding to it properly. This is called insulin resistance. Now, type 2 diabetes is by far the more common type. In fact, research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention tells us that about 90 to 95% of people with diabetes have type 2. Now, you might be thinking, well, if it's called diabetes, shouldn't it just be about sugar? But that's only part of the story. While sugar plays a big role, lifestyle factors like diet, exercise, and even stress have a huge impact. Recent studies, like one published in The Lancet, show that poor diet and lack of physical activity are some of the biggest risk factors for developing type 2 diabetes. But here's where it gets interesting. Research also shows that weight gain, particularly around the belly, can increase your risk even more. Yep, it's that stubborn belly fat. A study from the Journal of Clinical Investigation found that excess fat around your organs can actually impair your body's ability to use insulin effectively. So, while sugar is part of the equation, it's the combination of lifestyle choices and genetics that really does the trick. Here's something you might not have thought about: stress and sleep. Believe it or not, chronic stress and poor sleep quality are linked to higher blood sugar levels. A study from psychoneuroendocrinology found that people under stress had elevated blood sugar, and poor sleep can worsen insulin resistance. So, if you're not sleeping well or you're always on edge, it might be time to focus on managing stress and getting those 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And of course, genetics play a huge role too. You're more likely to develop type 2 diabetes if it runs in your family. But here's the thing: you can do something about it. So, the big question: can you prevent or manage diabetes? Absolutely. The good news is that lifestyle changes can make a huge difference, and we've got the research to back it up. So let's start with diet. According to research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adopting a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. In fact, one study showed that just switching to this diet reduced the risk by 30%. And if you want to learn more about the Mediterranean diet and other top diets for health and fitness, I've got a video right here on the channel breaking it all down for you. Check it out after this one. Exercise is another game changer. Regular physical activity helps your body use insulin more effectively. The American Diabetes Association recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise per week, like brisk walking or cycling. Now, let's talk about weight loss. Research published in Diabetes Care found that losing even 5 to 10% of your body weight can significantly improve insulin sensitivity and lower your blood sugar. Bottom line, it's all about making those small changes: diet, exercise, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. These things all add up. Now, here's a question a lot of people with diabetes ask: can I still eat foods with sugar? The answer is yes, but with a few important strategies. First and foremost, it's all about portion control. You don't have to completely cut out sugar from your diet, but it's crucial to manage how much and when you consume it. The key is moderation. Portion control means being mindful of how much sugar you're eating at once. For example, instead of eating a huge slice of cake, opt for a smaller portion and pair it with a balanced meal that includes fiber, protein, or healthy fats. This helps you avoid the spike in blood sugar that can occur when you consume sugar on its own. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you eat sugar on its own, your body absorbs it quickly, which can cause a rapid increase in blood sugar levels. But when you pair sugary foods with other nutrients like fiber, protein, or healthy fats, it slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. This helps prevent the sharp blood sugar spikes that can be dangerous, especially for those with diabetes. Let's break it down a little further. 1. Fiber. Foods like whole grains, vegetables, fruits with the skin, and legumes are high in fiber. Fiber helps slow the digestion of sugar and its absorption, giving your body more time to process the sugar more gradually. This means less of a blood sugar surge. 2. Protein. Foods like lean meats, eggs, fish, or plant-based proteins like beans and tofu can also help. Protein takes longer to digest, so when you eat sugar alongside protein, the sugar is released into your bloodstream more slowly. This gives your body a better chance to handle it without the drastic rise in blood sugar. 3. Healthy fats. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, also slow digestion. When paired with sugary foods, they can help stabilize blood sugar levels and make your meal more satisfying overall. Plus, they provide long-lasting energy. For example, if you're craving something sweet, instead of just having a candy bar, you could try having a piece of dark chocolate with a handful of almonds. The chocolate gives you that sweet treat, but the almonds provide protein and fat that help moderate the impact of the sugar on your blood sugar levels. Additionally, eating sugar in the context of a meal, rather than on an empty stomach, can also help your body manage it better. A full meal with carbohydrates, protein, and fats will slow the digestion and absorption of the sugar, giving your body more time to process it. It's also important to keep track of your overall carbohydrate intake throughout the day. All carbohydrates, whether they come from sugary foods or more complex sources like bread or pasta, affect blood sugar. Balancing them throughout the day and spreading them out evenly can help prevent large fluctuations in blood sugar. So, in summary, you don't have to banish sugar from your life if you have diabetes, but being mindful of how much, when, and what you pair it with can make a huge difference in how your body responds. Portion control and pairing sugary foods with fiber, protein, or healthy fats will help you enjoy treats while keeping your blood sugar levels more stable. All right, so there you have it. Diabetes isn't just about sugar, it's about how your body handles energy. And a lot of factors play into it. But the good news is, you can take control through lifestyle changes. You don't have to be a victim of your genes, and with the right habits, you can reduce your risk and manage your condition. If you're dealing with diabetes, or you know someone who is, drop a comment below with your thoughts. And as always, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest life. Catch you in the next one, and remember, stay healthy, stay strong.